As a startup wanting to go after government contracts, I've said in the past not to go crazy on buying software where you haven't really developed a process. Start with things like Google Sheets, maybe Smartsheet to put together to capture information and put together your processes as you go along. There's one area that I don't necessarily recommend you do that, and that you go out and you get a good piece of software out of the gate, and that is in your accounting. I personally use QuickBooks. I don't know if there's any other tools out there for small businesses, but QuickBooks has worked really well for me. When I started my small business over 20 years ago, I immediately went out and I started using QuickBooks, started putting stuff into QuickBooks, and started using some of their features. I didn't use all their features because I didn't need all of them, but it got me in the habit of using a piece of software to gather all my expenses, all my income, invoices, estimates, but back then, write my checks. Now it's all electronic. But that is one place where it's a lot more beneficial to learn how to do, maybe just scratch the surface, learn a little bit about it. I know you may not be an accountant, or may not be your skill set, but I think just about anybody can learn enough to do the basics on that. And that will help so much, especially when it comes down to around this time. We're starting to get our stuff together for taxes, 1099s. If you're doing a consultancy and it's just you and maybe some 1099s you bring in, you're going to need to generate those 1099s this month, and then you're going to have your taxes done in a few short months. It's not good to just bring a box of receipts to your accountant, or a half-baked spreadsheet. Use QuickBooks. That's the best way for you and your accountant to work together too. And by the way, I'm not being paid by QuickBooks to do this. Just want to share that that is one area I would not necessarily skimp on. Get started right, get started out of the gate with a good accounting process and software.